Jimin answered Jungkook's apology with a smile and a warm hug after the sensational news about Jungkook, who finally ventured to apologize to Jimin for things that had burdened his mind. The next moment made the army even more touched. Jungkook, who is known to be a strong figure and rarely really shows his fragile side, that day came with an expression full of regret. He expressed simple words, but full of sincerity, which made the atmosphere suddenly silent. Jimin, who heard the apology, initially just looked at Jungkook with teary eyes. No long words, no long-winded questions. Instead, Jimin just smiled, a warm smile that seemed to say that all was well. Without hesitation, he stepped closer and immediately hugged Jungkook tightly. The hug is not just an ordinary hug. ARMY, who saw the moment, both directly and from the footage that was circulating, felt as if he felt the burden that was separated from the two BTS members. Jungkook looked down, his face hidden on Jimin's shoulder, while Jimin rubbed his back slowly, as if to calm down and give confidence that he was never angry or disappointed. "That's enough, Kuka. You don't need to regret anything anymore," Jimin said in a soft voice. That simple sentence actually makes the atmosphere more emotional. Fans who watched the scene flooded social media with virtual tears, full of emotion and happy because the relationship between the two looks so sincere and unshakable. Before long, Jungkook let go of the hug and smiled a little, though his eyes were still red. Jimin again patted her on the shoulder with a loving expression, as if to affirm that no matter what had happened, their friendship and bond would never change. This moment ended up being one of the most talked about ARMY throughout the week. Many cited it as clear evidence that Jungkook and Jimin's relationship goes beyond just being co-workers or fellow members, a family that cares for each other, understands each other, and forgives each other. As soon as the video and photos of the moment Jimin hugged Jungkook spread, ARMY all over the world immediately excited. In just a few minutes after the incident, various hashtags dominated global trending on Twitter, X, and other social platforms. Hashtags such as #JKUKUG, #Jungkook apologized, to #Jimin smile repeatedly appear in the top ranks of the world's trending topics. Fans flooded the timeline with virtual cries, gifs of their hugs, to an analysis full of emotions. Many say that Jimin's smile and hug is not just a spontaneous reaction, but a symbol of forgiveness, understanding, and deep love that is rarely shown openly. ARMY wrote that Jungkook's expression as he leaned on Jimin's shoulder showed the most fragile side of him, a side he could only show to people he truly trusted. Not a few fans admitted that they rewatched the video many times because they felt the atmosphere was so touching. There are even ARMY who say that the moment is more emotional than any romantic Korean drama scene. They feel as if they are witnessing a true story of trust and a strong bond between two people who grew up together through ups and downs. Furthermore, some fans from the international media fanbase analyzed that Jimin and Jungkook showed the original definition of true friendship. Jimin, who has always been known as an empathetic figure, easily melts the walls of Jungkook's feelings with just a smile and a hug. While Jungkook, who is often considered the golden mean with a perfect image, shows that he is also a man full of fear and regret. Not only the ARMY, a number of Korean and international media also highlighted the incident. Articles began to appear with evocative titles such as "The Hug That Melted Millions" or "When Jungkook's Tears Met Jimin's Smile." All describe how the simple hug was able to make millions of people around the world feel emotionally connected. Fans also commented that this moment might be one of the most important turning points in BTS' journey, especially for Jimin and Jungkook. In the midst of hectic schedules, industry pressures, and rumors, their simple intimacy serves as a reminder that BTS's bond is stronger than any issue. Other BTS members also witnessed the emotional moment between Jimin and Jungkook. Although the atmosphere was initially quiet due to the tension Jungkook felt when delivering his apology, everything changed drastically after Jimin answered with a sincere smile and a warm hug. RM, who was sitting not far from them, seemed to be bowing his head, smiling broadly with a relieved expression. As a leader, he has often mediated when there is little friction between the members. Seeing Jimin and Jungkook finally find a bright spot makes RM look as if he has taken a big load off his shoulders. In his heart, he might think that BTS's togetherness is still as strong as it used to be. Suga, who is usually known for his cool and calm nature, turned his head briefly and smiled a little. He didn't say much, but his eyes clearly showed pride. Suga knows that moments like this cannot be made up because what they see is the sincerity of two friends who have grown up together since their teens. J-Hope, with her energy-filled personality, even shed a tear. He rubbed his cheeks with a small laugh, trying to cover his annoyance. For J-Hope, seeing Jimin and Jungkook embrace each other like that feels like a special gift, a reminder that behind the grandiose stage and the glare of the cameras, they are still a family that takes care of each other. V and Jin, two members who are also known to be close to Jimin and Jungkook, seemed to smile while exchanging glances. Jin had commented in a joking tone, "Finally, the drama is over," which made the atmosphere a little lighter. V laughed, then added, "It's even more beautiful than the movie." Their jokes actually add to the warm feeling in the room. The atmosphere that was full of tension eventually turned into a moment of togetherness. No more distance, no more awkwardness. All that remains is relief and sincere love between the members. ARMY, who saw this piece of video on social media, also felt the warm energy emanating from the group. Many wrote that the moment was the most tangible proof that BTS is not just a music group, but a family that has gone through everything together. Some fans even called the moment an emotional reconciliation that will continue to be remembered in BTS history. For them, Jungkook's tears that finally subsided in Jimin's arms, as well as the passionate reactions of the other members, are strong proof that their bond cannot be shaken by anything after the moment of the hug went viral. ARMYs from all over the world immediately moved in their respective ways to celebrate. Social media is full of snippets of videos, photos, and even creative edits that highlight Jimin's smile and Haru Jungkook's full gaze. Hashtags like #JungkookReunion, #WeAreFamilyBTS, and #Jimin Jungkook instantly shot to global trending topics in just a matter of hours. Several large ARMY fan bases from Korea, Japan, to the United States immediately announced appreciation projects. One set up a digital ad in New York's Times Square that featured the words, "No matter what, BTS are always together," complete with silhouettes of Jimin and Jungkook hugging. In Seoul, subway stations were filled with posters featuring a simple but touching message: a smile, a hug, a promise. Jimin and Jungkook, forever family. On Twitter and Weverse, many soldiers shared their personal stories of how Jimin and Jungkook's moment made them feel stronger. Some fans wrote that they were going through a difficult time, but seeing how Jimin received Jungkook with a smile and a warm hug gave them new hope. There are even those who say that a small interaction is more meaningful than 1,000 words of motivation, because it shows that sincere affection can heal any wound. The global reaction doesn't just stop at cyberspace. In some countries, the ARMY spontaneously held cup sleeve events themed Hug Jungkook. They provide free coffee with special sleeves with pictures of Jimin and Jungkook, along with famous quotes from both of them about the meaning of friendship. The event became an emotional gathering point where fans shared stories with each other while rewatching videos of the hug moments on the big screen.